to us and now an official partner of the Alabama Crimson Tide. For franchise information, visit Guthrie'sChicken.com.
We've got you covered for Alabama football against Tennessee on Saturday. Our radio coverage across the network will begin at 11:30 a.m., leading you up to kickoff at 2:30 p.m. Central. Listen on our full radio network, the Varsity Network app, as well as watch the live booth cam presented by Yay Alabama on all CTSN social media platforms. Crimson Tide Today is brought to you by Guthrie's. Crimson Tide Today is a production of the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown and abuse you?
You're tired. Well, the lunchtime whistle and the morning's finally done. I'm jumping in my car, I'm gonna have a little fun. The Doghouse Network's on my radio dial. Big Dog's taking care of business for a while. If you're listening to another station I don't understand, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
Give us a call, Steve.
He's a northern-bred, southern-fed, slick-talking guy. Listeners in his posse are the junkyard dogs. The SEC from Tennessee to calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. Football Friday in the doghouse. Losing my voice. I used to be able to do that really good. Greatest single piece of sports music ever recorded in the history of mankind. And I'm not even kidding a little bit. Joe's trying to act all cool and everything. When he's over there, he's got head bobbing. He's got the white man overbite going on. He's pointing with his mohawk. Drew Darman on the air guitar. Steve Moulton moonwalking down the hall. I mean, who plays an organ like that anymore? I mean, you can listen to that organ. I mean, that's just an amazing piece of music. I don't know what to tell you. Absolutely incredible. Welcome all and one and all to Football Friday in the Doghouse. It's always a huge day on a Friday. This may be the biggest one of all. This is definitely the biggest one of this season. That is for sure. But I just need to say this. Certainly the show will be dominated by football. There's no doubt about it. The entire show is going to be dominated by football. The huge day coming up tomorrow. Absolutely huge day coming up tomorrow. And, of course, our Friday trifecta. But, my goodness, what an epic game in Cleveland last night. I mean, you got the top of the 8 with the Yanks down 3-1, and Aaron Judge hits a ridiculous 2-run laser shot. I mean, that ball never got 15 feet off the ground to tie the game. And then Giancarlo Stanton gives them the lead, 4-3. They go back-to-back against the best closer in the game, Emmanuel Clays, who had only given up 2 home runs in the entire season. This can only happen in sports. Only in sports can we get this. I mean, if it was a after-school special, you'd like, no, that's stupid. I'll be making that stuff up like that. If this was a sports movie, you'd be like, oh, no, that's ridiculous. And then the Yanks tack one on in the 9th, and then they send out Luke Weaver, who has been unhittable for 2 months. They sent him out to close with a 2-run lead, go up 3-0 in the series, and it's over. 2 outs, man on. John Kenzie Noel takes him deep. Are you kidding me? And the Spanish call of Big Christmas's home run was absolutely epic. That's not me laughing. That's his. Absolutely epic. Feliz Navidad as Noel hits the home run. I mean, it's incredible. And then in the 10th, David Fry cooks Clay Holmes, who was the previous closer, and who has been a gas can as a closer for 2 months. And then they put him in a bullpen and had him, pitching high leverage innings in the 7th and 8th, and he's been great. But now Luke Weaver got lit up. All right, we'll run Clay Holmes out there in the 10th. No, this is what makes sports so great. All right, moments like that is what makes sports so great. And let me be clear, you guys, that, somebody's listening to the show for the first time and say, oh, he's a Cleveland Browns fan, he's a Cleveland Indians fan. No, let me be clear. I know they're the Guardians. I just can't do it. Let me be clear. I've been a Yankees fan my entire life. All right. I spent my little childhood in the 60s when I was a single digit, in the 60s when the Yankees were horrible. Remember, I don't know what the heck's going on in 64. I'm like 4 years old. But by the late 60s, they're terrible. The Horace Clark years. I'm falling asleep with a transistor radio underneath my pillow listening to Phil Rizzuto do the Yankee game on WABC out of New York City. I'm in upstate New York. We got the Yankee game on PBS every Tuesday night. The Yankee game would be broadcast to affiliates in Florida and up and down the East Coast and into my hometown in upstate New York on just Tuesday night. That's it. We got one game a week, Tuesday night. And then you got one game on Saturday with Tony Kubek and Joe Garagiola and Kirk Gowdy. That was all we saw for baseball. Everything else was radio. And can I just say this about that? The guys that are doing the game on radio now, like on ESPN radio, they're doing it like it's TV. It's radio. Give me a radio broadcast. Carl Ravitch and Tim Kirchin and, those guys, they've got them doing the game on ESPN radio on that series. Now, Boog Shambi's one of the best. He is one of the best play-by-play guys out there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But if you listen to Carl Ravitch and Perez and Eduardo Perez and Tim Kirchin do the game, you think you're listening to a TV broadcast. They're not describing anything. You're not getting a count. You're not getting a man's leading. You're getting nothing. Because they're doing it. They spend all their life doing a TV game. And they're doing the game like it's on TV. Your radio. Paint the picture. Anyway, I'd fall asleep with Phil Rizzuto and Bill White, Frank Messer doing the game. But man, what a moment in Cleveland. And to make that moment what it is and what it was, it had to be against the Yankees. It had to. I am so stoked for tonight. And if New York goes up 3-1, it's all but over unless someone rolls out a bloody sock. And we're going to get closer and closer to Yankees-Dodgers in a World Series. There's a couple of tasty football games on tonight, too. I'll be honest with you. That Nebraska-Indiana game, is that tonight? I know the Oregon game is tonight. I'll have to double check. I think Nebraska-Indiana is tonight. Is Indiana a contender or a pretender? It's 6-0. They haven't beaten a 500 team or not. And Nebraska now has climbed into the top 25 at 5-1. So I'm kind of interested in what Kurt Signetti's team looks like there against Matt Rule's team. Anyway, we welcome those of you watching on WZZN TV and our YouTube app and on the X as well. Check that out if you haven't, as well as our listeners on the 97.7 ESPN, the app, and those listening over the air in Winchester, Tennessee, and ESPN Winchester. Lines are open, 256-576-4977. You can text the show, 7329-TA-SHOW, 732-982-7460-69, get you in. It's a great way to communicate with us, and it's a great place to put your picks if you want to get your picks in there. My X feed is at Thom Abraham Show, where you can see the picks for today. The Zone is on X at 97.7 ESPN. I assume they're up there as well. I haven't checked, but I assume that our digital guy's taking care of that. And go ahead and follow at ESPN Winchester as well. They should be tagged in there, and maybe the picks are there as well. And speaking of apps, get not only the Zone app, but the Talk Radio WZZN app for more great programming. I don't know. I don't think that ESPN Winchester has their app up yet. I know they're working on it. You get Huntsville High on that Talk Radio WZZN app. You get Huntsville High tonight on 97.7-2 on your digital radio. Don't forget about Army football, who's now 6-0. They're a thing. Tonight, on the High School Sports Streaming Network, Madison Academy battling for a playoff spot at JP2 on Zone 2. Randolph is at Madison County. On Zone 3, Sparkman at Grissom. On Zone 4, that'll be at Milton Frank. Stay warm, boys. It won't be bad. It won't be bad. I suggest highly sitting in front of the lean-to in the top row of the bleachers. Nobody's, bothers you, and you have much more room to spread out. That would be my advice. Do what you want. Huntsville is at Florence on Talk Radio WZZN and a Talk Radio stream. That's huge for both teams. And on the Zone, Westminster is at is home against North Jackson. Westminster hosting North Jackson. That one has massive playoff implications. Those are playoff teams, but who's going to get home games? On ESPN Winchester, Franklin County is at Columbia. Good luck with that. Love you guys, but come on, Rebs. Let's go. Let's get something going here at some point in time. And Huntland has Moore County on WCDT2 in a big game there. Last night, Buckhorn wrapped up a playoff spot for the third consecutive year with a 23-14 win over Mae Jemison at Milton Frank Stadium in a game that was heard on the Zone and was not as close as the score. But the Jags did take a 7-0 lead early in that game after a turnover on the second play of the game by the Bucs. The turnover bugaboo continues to be a problem for the Bucs. They're minus 14 on the season, but they got the running game going in the second quarter. Got a great game out of Yaya Landrum, and they got a freshman, a 230-pound linebacker by the name of Cortez Carr. You're going to hear this kid's name a lot. This kid was everywhere last night. He did everything. He was tackling people inbounds, out of bounds, getting personal fouls. I mean, he did everything. He was a beast last night. Got to see a couple of defensive ends from the Jags that are going to play Division I football. One of them is already committed to Auburn. I also got to meet the Alabama A&M play-by-play voice, Ted Dixon, finally. What a great guy. What a great guy. He was doing PA at the game. He says he's a big fan of the show. People say that to me all the time. Oh, big fan of the show, but you don't really know. You know what I mean? He says, oh, I listen to you every day. That's what Ted says. A couple of other people come up to me. A couple of other A&M people came up to me as well. I always said, I'm big with the brothers. You know what I mean? Because I'm the hippest dude on the radio. I've been here, 20 years now. Whether my show originates in Nashville or wherever I've been, here right in Huntsville, wherever I've been. But I'm big with the brothers, because I'm tragically hip. They know cool. You know what I mean? They're like, those other guys, they're fine, but Dog is kind of big with the minorities. Very cool. Maybe not. I don't know. Tongue in cheek, having some fun. All right, let's get to this often imitated, never duplicated Friday trifecta. We've been doing this for about 18 years. So let's get to this one. Let me tell you something. Not only is this your chance to win great prizes every week by picking games against the spread, and it's just open to everybody. Everybody within the sound of my voice, whether it's over the air in Alabama and Tennessee or on the stream in Virginia, Georgia, Florida, and beyond. Get into this Friday trifecta. Games are posted on the social platforms. The only way to get in over the next 2 hours, though, is on the phone, or you can hit the text window right up until kickoff. And this one, without a doubt, is the biggest trifecta of the season. And as such, a slight scoring change. Usually, you got to hit the first 3 to get a point, and then you get the additional 2 points with the bonus one. This one's going to be a little bit different because this is epic. Today, I'm going to give you a point on the big board if you get any 3 of the 4. So you get all 4 games. You get any 3 of the 4, you get 1 point on the big board. If you get all 4, you get fed and you get 3 points. And remember, we're keeping track of your wins all season long, your points all season long, with our season-long winner of the Grand Trifecta winning the VIP package to the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl on December 30th. That's the SEC versus the Big Ten. Keep in mind, right now, Kyle has the lead on that deal. Kyle has 6 points, and then there is a number of guys that have 3 points. Wolverine Dan, Richard in Madison, LSU Lou, Kerry in Scottsboro, Josh Chambers, Grim, Donnie Wood, Donald. I assume they're not the same person. Auburn Mike, a bunch of other guys that are on the board as well. This is a chance for you to get on the board. A lot of time left in the season, and you know I'm going to jerk with this when we get to the end of the season and have all kinds of bonuses. All right, let's get you to games. We start in Como, where Auburn.
Are you guys going to put us in with 3 losses in the playoff?
War Eagle
gets 3.5 at Mizzou.
You want to boo me? Fine. You know, boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
Coach Drinkwitz. Then in Knoxville.
Roll all over their ass.
What the hell's going on?
This is Alabama.
They're minus 2.5 at Tennessee.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
Oh, they're big, long, athletic, violent.
Call Rommel. They can't find Rommel.
Georgia.
Georgia's got pretty good players. You think anything had to do with it, those beasts that Georgia has on their team?
And
just
he's going to have a fun evening at Crossbar Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've had some guys arrested over there. Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
You see what I did there? You see, he's got little Manning there. And in Vietnam, LSU.
Just a shout out to our sponsor, Coke. It's just great for you.
And I'm glad you don't have that Rafa Salafusa who never got past number 1.
Ed Orgeron talking about South LaRouche and some raffle. I don't even know what he said. If they ever had that raffle in South LaRouche, they wouldn't get.
And I'm glad you don't have that Rafa Salafusa who never got past number 1.
See, that's not even like a parody of a guy talking like that crazy Cajun stuff. They're minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
Because we're the University of damn Arkansas.
Who big soy?
And to help us with the trifecta today, our only Friday guest, the one and only Lee Sterling, is back from Paramount Sports. All right, manning the board, taking the calls, keeping us on the air, playing the platters that matter, the stacks of wax. You know what it is.
Baby shark, baby shark.
Hello, I'm looking for some horsemen.
I've got plenty. How many you need?
4
horsemen. Can't hardly understand what you're saying, but
sorry, I got a little bit of a list.
If I saw myself in clothes like those, I'd have to kick my own ass.
Tom, can you get me off the hook? Roll
type safe.
Who in the blue hell are you?
I'm the producer of this show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put this thing together out of spit and polish.
What is your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
And this is important because let's do that third one. They hit that little tank, get that heroic ability.
Satisfaction is guaranteed. So passionate.
Jordan!
So long as lives in a soul, you can't have what's left of me. And as far as I can tell, it's our time. I wish.
Joe, just tell me, I know it was maybe bedtime for the babies and, you're putting them down, all this stuff. Tell me, for the love of God, tell me you were watching that Cleveland Indians and New York Yankees game last night in those last 3 innings.
Actually, I wasn't able to because I was on the road. So I was on the road, but I was getting updates on them while I was listening to 97.7 ESPN, The Zone, because every single time something would happen in the game and I'm listening to Buckhorn, I'm hearing ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
So I knew that, your phone was going off. What do we have to do to petition to get that thing put on silent?
I just did. I used a paper clip to turn the thing on silent.
Yes.
So I had it set up on the bleacher, and so we were watching. John Boy, Dewey, Magoo, and I were watching a game, and I looked out. And it was 3-1, and they were bringing in their closer, and it's it's over. And then the next thing you know, there's this freaking laser. I mean, have you seen the highlights?
Yeah, no, I've seen. I saw the highlights. I watched them all this morning. Yeah,
that hit, that home run that Judge hit, it looked like it almost killed somebody in the third row. I mean, it was like a laser, and then Stanton, and that all happens off a kid that gave up 2 home runs a whole season. And then you've got the Noel hitting a home run. How about that Spanish call? Had you heard that before? The Spanish call?
I had not heard that one yet. I had the Cleveland Indians call. That's what I'm calling them. I had that call whenever we played that on the Morning Blitz, because it was amazing to hear those two, because it was an awesome finish to the game. But no, I've not heard the Japanese call is out there as well.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, I haven't found it yet. I turned the television on last night right when I got in, and it was like the third inning of the Dodgers series with the Mets, and I was like, all right, well, that's all I was able to watch last night.
Yeah, and what a beatdown that was of the Mets.
It's fun though.
Right.
It's always fun to see them lose.
Yeah. All right, so we got a lot to get to, and as I promised you, it's Friday of Hate Week. And look, I'm just going to tell you right now, I all due respect to my fine friends that are Tennessee fans, and I got a lot of friends that are Tennessee. I have my church is Tennessee fan. I'm fine with that. I understand that. I'm rolling out my Tennessee sound today. Oh yeah. You're going to hear it all. I am emptying the clip today on my Tennessee stuff. So we'll have that. When we return, our first call segment. We're open lines the rest of the hour. 256-576-4977. This is the biggest trifecta of the year so far. Get in on it. It's a Thom Abraham Show. Owen Home Appliance Center features the biggest names in home appliances like Viking, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, GE, and Frigidaire. But they also have great brands that you may not know, like Mela, Forno, Z-Line, Invisicook, and Beko. But no matter what, they all get delivered the day you buy, and they service everything they sell. And at the Lacey Springs showroom, just 8 miles south of the river on 231, you'll find a totally interactive showroom where you can hear the dishwashers wash and the freezer's free, and see the cookies get baked in the double ovens. Owen Home Appliance Center will even wash and dry a load of clothes for you so that you can see how great the products are. And they have ice machines making all kinds of ice, cubed, nugget, and top hat. How is that for variety? Owen Home Appliance Center believes in community involvement as well, sponsoring youth teams, race cars, and an annual Easter egg hunt. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service is the name of the game for Owen Home Appliance Center. Find them in Somerville and Lacey Springs and online at owenappliance.com.
Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name. Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience, bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. From heirloom diamonds to contemporary jewels, Loring & Company is the place to find something truly special. Whether shopping for a diamond ring for that once-in-a-lifetime occasion or marking a milestone birthday or personal achievement with a Rolex watch, you'll find just the thing in our edit of the world's most sought-after brands, including David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Marco Bicego, and Fopay. Expect a treasure trove of the world's most unique, even breathtaking earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, making choosing just one piece a challenge in itself. Loring & Company Jewelers on Airport Road.
Segment of the show is brought to you by the Service Department at Woody Anderson Ford. It's Service Department at Woody Anderson. By the way, that's just our usual Football Friday football music. So don't get excited just because you're hearing Rocky Top there. Don't worry about that. You'll hear everything during the show on a Football Friday. So I just don't want you to think I did that. That's just a computer picking our regular Friday music. Anyway, the Service Department does a tremendous job there for your Ford or other brands. And if you got a bigger problem, the service technicians will quickly diagnose it and use state-of-the-art tools to resolve it. And they do all kinds of service down there, not only preventative things, but bigger things like air conditioning and brake and training work. They do it all. Great body shop, too. I've used the body shop once. It's tremendous. And my wife's Mustang was in there for a little bit of service just recently. They keep you posted all the way through the project, and they tell you when it's done. And they just do a tremendous job. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com to learn more. That's at WoodyAndersonFord.com. And Joe, I apologize if you hear some rumbly noise, some loud noise. Do you know what a C6 Corvette is?
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I've seen about 16-20 of those just today.
So my second oldest son has a C6 Corvette, which is it's got a monster engine in it. It has this wonderful, wonderful sound. I mean, it is just, you want to set your ringtone to it. It's got this great engine sound, great exhaust sound. Well, he decides that he wants even more exhaust sound. So he buys some sort of exhaust system for the thing that is a straight pipe with no basically no muffler in the muffler, straight piping. And now it's ridiculously loud. I mean, it sounds pretty good, but it could be annoyingly loud. Anyway, he keeps coming back here. I don't know why he keeps coming over here to where the Big Dog Production studio is, and then he parks right outside the studio. And so if you hear a rumbling sound, like if it sounds like thunder, don't worry about looking outside to see if it's thundering outside. That's just my knucklehead son with his C6 out there trying to get the sound just right. And I don't know why he's coming here to do it. I just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, let's go to the lines. We'll start this thing, as we often do on a Football Friday, with Wolverine Dan. Wolverine Dan, welcome to the show. How are you?
Oh, I got a custom-made muffler system for my Mustang GT 89 with the 5.0. The guy at Madison Muffler, before he left, back in the day, customized back in the day, he'd take a coat hanger and he'd bend it to the contour underneath my vehicle and made it out of that. Unbelievable.
I think my son's muffler is illegal, to be honest with you. I told him, I said, I think that thing is illegal.
Does it have a catalytic converter on it?
Yeah. I don't know if he took the catalytic converter off, but I know it's a straight pipe with no baffles.
We won't mention that on the air. Let's forget about that. But I will say I didn't watch the game last night like you did. Because right now I'm north of Louisville, and I've got a couple more hours, and I'll be in Champaign. But I didn't watch the game last night because usually if I do a trip and I don't bring my better half with me, that evening it's
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
That you'll You'll have a good time up there. They're going to be sporty. You know, I'm just saying Illinois is going to be sporty in that game. But for your sake, I hope you get a win so you can be happy.
They're going to be wearing helmets. I heard.
I saw that helmet that they're wearing. It is pretty cool. I'll say that it is pretty cool. And that's where you got your helmet design. It was from the leather helmet.
Yeah, as soon as I get there, there's a 2 blocks away. There's a golden nugget. Woo! Yeah, baby. Let's drink some cash.
Yeah.
So, with that said, my man, I'm excited. Alabama, and no, wait a minute. Hey, DeBose, you better run that ball over 30 times. If you don't,
who?
That sphincter muscle better tighten up because they're about to throw you out of Tuscaloosa. If you don't run that ball, because everybody says that I talk to their Bama fans, you hear me, DeBose? Run it over 30 times at least. If not, you're out.
Is he calling him DeBose? He's not DeBoer, not DeBose.
No,
DeBose is gone.
It's DeBose. I didn't right the first time.
All right, give me your picks here.
You watch, because he's trying to do the West Coast. You can't do that in the SEC. Pound the ground, baby, and if you don't do it, there's a moving van ready to load you up and send you back.
All right, give me your picks here. Your Auburn Tigers get 3.5 at Missouri.
Yeah, I'll take Missouri.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
Is it a cigar game? Okay, Eli. I didn't know you had cigar games up there. Bama is -2.5 at Tennessee.
Well, I don't think he's going to run 30 times, so I'm going Tennessee, and he's out the door.
Oh, they're big, long, athletic, violent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to let him go after 6 games. All right, Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
Oh, I'll take Georgia all day long. Yeah, give me the points of Georgia.
Georgia's got pretty good players.
And LSU is -2.5 at Arkansas.
Well, before I make my pick on that, you do realize that I'm in the 21st century. When I hang out with you, I'm going to go on the app. You know I have the app.
Yeah, I know. That's good.
So everybody, if I could do it, you could do it. Or should I say, if Ginger could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
Right. Let's go to raise your cages, baby.
I have a Boston, Midwestern, Louisiana accent.
All right, we got you in. Be careful up there.
All right, look for me. See ya.
All right, I'll look for you on TV. DeBose? Did he call him DeBose? Paulie is up next. Paulie, welcome to the show. How are you?
Pretty good, Tom. More evidence to put him at the end of the line. I'm telling you. Anyways, I thought the Yankees had it wrapped up, and then I go to get an adult beverage, and then I turn around and go, no.
I mean, off of Luke Weaver, besides 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. I mean, goodness gracious. But if you can just step back and take the Yankee hat off for a second and you step back, this is great for baseball. I mean, it's fantastic for baseball. I mean, that was one of those moments that makes baseball great and makes sports great. They'll get them tonight. Yankees will get them tonight.
Let's put a little excitement into the playoffs. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
But, overall, I was a little bit disappointed. Like, I was about to enjoy the bubbly, and then all of a sudden, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's ready for the holiest and sacred day of the week, the Friday trifecta.
Auburn gets 3.5 at Missouri.
I'll take Missouri.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
Bama is -2.5 at Tennessee.
Got to go with the Vols.
Call Rommel. They can't find Rommel.
Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
I'm going to go with the home team there on Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
LSU is -2.5 at Arkansas.
That's a tough one. It's a day game, right? It's not a night game?
It is at 6 o'clock at night.
Oh, I'll take LSU.
Just a shout out to our sponsor, Coke. It's just great for you.
It's at Arkansas though, so I mean, it's it's not like it's at LSU.
Yeah, but they usually play better at night. LSU seems to be a night team.
Yeah, well, it's because they play all their home games at night. Yeah,
and that's going by the betting point of view, not the alumni point of view.
I hear you.
They seem to win and cover at night. So.
All right, Paulie. Good job by you, man. Yeah.
Other than that, the civilization as we speak has ended when the Victoria's Secret is not going to have transgender models. Our world has ended.
Wait a minute. They're going to have transgender models?
The next pageant that they have in the fall, coming up in a couple months. Oh yeah.
Wow. First Vandy beats Alabama, and then Victoria's Secret has transgender models. We are a messed up society.
They're going to roll them out on the next runway, big shebang that they have.
Unreal.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Good job by Paulie. I mean, I never watch those things anyway, but Victoria's Secret with transgender models? It's crazy. All right, let me get one more in here, then we'll break. We got Bama Brad in here, clean the deck. Bama Brad, welcome to the show. How are you?
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me? I'm talking to you, Bama Brad.
I'm Bama Bud.
Oh, Bama Bud. All right. Well, I'm not the one that answers the phone. What kind of Bama Bud?
I put Bama Bud in there, by the way.
I'm looking at it right now. It says Bama Bud. Okay, you're right. He did.
It's all good, man. I love your show. Listen every day.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
And I want to get on the picks, please.
All right. Auburn gets 3.5 at Missouri.
Go Missouri Tigers.
You want to boo me? Fine. You don't boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
Bama is minus 2.5 at UT.
Roll Tide.
This is Alabama.
Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
Give them a horn.
Don't mess with Texas.
LSU is minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I'm going to take Woo Peak Suey.
Who big soy?
You got him, bud. Don't be a stranger, man. Appreciate you getting in.
All right. Have a great day.
I looked over at the call screen. I just kind of glanced over my shoulder at the call screen. Those of you that are watching on WZZN TV would see that, that's what I do. The call screen's over here. So I kind of just glanced over my shoulder at the call screen. And I see Bama B, and I just assumed it was Bama Brad, and it was Bama Bud. And Joe is correct. He put it in right. It's a good job of you, Joe.
Thank you.
We'll get a break. We'll come back with another round of calls when we return, and a little treat for you as well right here on the Thom Abraham Show.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show with Joe Hunk on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Check out VSiN's catalog of original podcasts, daily and weekly programming to keep you in the know when you're on the go. Only at VSIN.com. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Top 25 college football tonight. Number 2, Oregon puts their 6-0 record on the line at 1-5 Purdue. The Ducks minus 4,000, Purdue plus 1,800. The over-under 60.5. The Ducks favored by 28. Number 7, Alabama tangles with number 11, Tennessee. Both teams are 5-1-0. The Crimson Tide favored by 3. Over-under 56.5. Tennessee plus 135. Alabama minus 155. Number 1, Texas battles number 5, Georgia. The Longhorns favored by 5. Georgia plus 175. Over-under 56.5. That's the VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. I'm Chuck Sanders.
If you work in a dangerous or logistically intense industry, you know good training can be a challenge. There are training costs, safety concerns, and difficulty replicating real-world scenarios. There's a better way used right now in the Army and in all our armed services to better prepare our heroes, and it's available to you in your organizations. Higher Echelon's Game Development Team is revolutionizing learning in military training, dangerous industry, STEM, and sports performance domains with cutting-edge virtual training that immerses you in lifelike scenarios without the cost and safety safety concerns for trainees. With Higher Echelon's game-based training, you'll experience realistic simulations, precision accuracy, and unparalleled safety. Higher Echelon founder Dr. Joe Ross is retired Army who played and later coached for the cadets and puts that experience to use. His team has been building cutting-edge virtual training environments for soldiers and clients for a decade. Higher Echelon, the name you can trust for advanced training solutions. Reach out at higherechelon.com to get your free consultation. Go Higher and go Army.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Embark on a flavorful journey at the Brewers Cooperative, located within the vibrant community hub of Stovehouse in Huntsville. Their brewery isn't just about crafting exceptional beers. It's a destination where culinary delights and local brews harmonize. Whether you're seeking a laid-back lunch or a lively dinner with friends, their diverse menu has something to please every palate. And with a commitment to quality and a passion for innovation, they invite you to savor the unique flavor of Huntsville's craft beer scene at the Brewers Cooperative.
Listen to the Bama Recap Show, presented by Lawler's Barbecue.
The tackle, Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, 2 electric early
on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
As much as I love this song, you know, if they just put it in a Friday clock, Joe, you wouldn't even have to worry about it. You wouldn't have to manually play all that football music.
I got all those like phone calls and stuff going on. Yeah, you know.
That's why I say they should put it in the clocks on Friday clocks, so then you don't even have to think about it. But you know what, Joe? It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because I have some classic college football music right here at my fingertips.
Way back yonder up in the hills of Tennessee, you know that the corn won't grow at all on Rocky Top. The dirt is too dirty and rocky by far. That's why all the white folks on Rocky Top drink their malt liquor from a jar. Men's is all ignorant up there on Rocky Top. Ain't one of them got their liquor sense. Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home for me. Good old Rocky Top. Oh, Lord, Rocky Top's Tennessee. Come on, stomp, girl. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. I love moonshine liquor. Rocky Top's Tennessee. Yes, honey. Girl, you know we crazy down there when we get to drinking.
Come on. It's a classic. It's a classic. All right? It's as good as it gets.
God help me. Just
man.
An hour and 15 minutes more. Just an hour and 15 minutes more. Yep.
Oh, I got more for you, too. Bama Brad is up now. Bama Brad got sick of me calling Bama Bud Bama Brad, and he says, I'll give you a Bama Bud right here. Bama Brad, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing good, big dog. I had a little bud just a minute ago, so I'm all right.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Talking about the smoking kind or the drinking kind? Which one are we talking here?
No, he's the more the drinker than the smoker.
Yeah, I don't do no smoking.
Okay, just want to double check.
Except I am going to smoke a cigar Saturday night.
Yes, you are. Maybe.
Yeah. So
Maybe, hopefully.
I played golf with Wolverine Dan yesterday, and of course he beat me as he always does. So
yeah.
I decided golf golf is not a sport because I'm a lot younger and a lot better shape, and I still get beat. So I'm believing golf is not a sport. Anyway, that being said, I called in my game plan to Kalen DeBoer last Monday, and I repeated it to Wolverine Dan on the golf course there, so he's repeated it. If we don't run the ball 30 to 35 times tomorrow, and if we don't light up that lava quarterback they got, something's wrong. I think if they've seen enough games now, I think they should understand how the SEC works. You've got to run the dadgum ball, throw it over the top 4 or 5 times, get after that quarterback and make him beat you with his arm. If they don't do that tomorrow, they're in trouble.
And I'd say run the ball with the running backs too. I mean, that's not just Jalen Milroe running around. I'm talking about hand the ball off to the running backs. And I will say this about the game. I cannot figure out why Alabama's favored. I think if Alabama wins that football game tomorrow, I will be pleasantly surprised. I expect Tennessee to win the game, and I'll tell you why. Because I think it's strength on strength and weakness on weakness. All right. You've got Alabama offense is obviously much better than the Alabama defense right now. So the Alabama offense is the strength of that team, but the strength of the Vols is their defense. Their defense is very, very good. So their defense is good enough to slow down that Alabama offense, especially in the interior. And if they're trying to pass the ball so many times, they're going to end up behind the chains a lot. So that's the strength on strength part. The weakness on weakness part is the weakness of UT right now is their offense. Even though it was very good earlier in the year, it's their offense, but they're going up against a weak Alabama defense that is near the bottom of the SEC in the 3 conference games. So their weakness against Alabama's weakness, their strength against Alabama's strength. And I'm just being honest. I'm not being ugly. You know where my rooting interest is. I think Tennessee's going to win the football game. I will be pleasantly surprised if Alabama wins that football game.
Not going to happen. The Lava man is inconsistent. He's inaccurate. If we put enough heat on him and keep him on his tail a little bit and keep him running around, moving around and uncomfortable, there'll be a couple picks in that back end.
Well, you got a lot of confidence in a defense that's given up 435 yards a game.
It's time for Alabama to man up. So tomorrow's the day.
Yeah, if they change everything, yeah. All right, Auburn gets.
I grew up playing football, and my coach said that man in front of you is yours. You got to beat him, and that's the way you got to play.
Auburn gets 3.5 at Missouri.
He does what he said he's going to do and figure out a way to get the ball to number 27. He's the best athlete in the field. I'm going to take Auburn to win it.
We are Auburn.
Bama is -2.5 at.
Roll all over their ass.
Just roll over that one. I know because I know where you're going there.
Georgia, Skinner, sweet home Alabama.
Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
Man, I want Georgia to win the game, but it's not going to happen. Give me Texas.
You don't buy a Lincoln because it makes sense.
And LSU is -2.5 at Arkansas.
Man, I like Sam Pittman. I want to see them Hogs do it. So give me the Hogs.
Because we're the University of damn Arkansas.
All right, we get a break, and it's a good job by you, Brad. We get a break. We'll come back and stick one more call in here before the end of the hour. It's a Thom Abraham Show. More in a moment.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show with Joe Hunk on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
It's official. 47 years in a row, Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America. Come drive one, and you'll see why. Hi, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, inviting you to kickstart the new year in a brand-new F-150. Choose from nearly 200 F-150s, and we think you'll find just the right one. Right now, we have financing as low as 2.9% for up to 72 months on 2023 F-150s, and lease payments as low as $389 a month. That's a 36-month lease with $62.82 due at signing, 0 security deposit, just tax tag title, and your good credit. This offer ends January 31st. Call 539-9441 for complete details. At Woody Anderson Ford, we have nearly 50 2023 Explorers for you to choose from, too, with financing as low as 0.9% for up to 60 months. Plus, check out our over 40 24 Bronco Sports and a fresh truckload of the full-size Broncos that have just hit the ground. Come on over and let's get the new year rolling. Woody Anderson Ford, Jordan and Sparkman, hope to see you soon.
It's time to get ready for game day. That means Alabama football and tailgate. Whether you're tailgating at home or at Bryant-Denny, visit Brooks & Collier for North Alabama's largest selection of premium grills and smokers like Big Green Egg, Blaze, Delta Heat, Memphis, and Traeger. Satisfy any palate with our wall of rubs and seasonings. For all your tailgating needs, visit Brooks & Collier at 813 Meridian Street or at brooksandcollier.com. An Alabama tradition for over 75 years. Roll Tide.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Flying nonstop from Huntsville is a breeze on Breeze Airways. They're nice people flying nice people to nice places on really nice planes. Let's be direct. Nonstop from Huntsville to the places you want to go. Las Vegas, Orlando, or Tampa starting at $49. It's time for a weekend getaway or a long overdue week away. Time to check in using the convenient Breeze app and check out. What are you waiting for? Book today at flybreeze.com. That's flybreeze.com. Breeze Airways. Seriously nice.
Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and Twitch. Just search 97.7 ESPN. We are 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
And welcome back, Thom Abraham Show. Segment brought to you by the Orthopedic Center. Don't forget, tonight, the Orthopedic Center will have the after-hours clinic open. Hopefully nobody needs it, but if you do need it, head on down there. Doesn't matter if you get injured in a game or hurt and your school's not a TOC school. It doesn't matter. You can still go to the TOC after-hours clinic, and it's not just for the kids either. It's for anyone that has any kind of injury. And don't forget that TOC is there for you, whether it was a work-related injury or if it was a sports injury. It doesn't really matter. You need the best care, the best physicians, and the best facility to get you back in the game. And I think you'll agree that the Orthopedic Center is right for you. They are a big sponsor of the PALS tournament as well, golf tournament that'll be at Huntsville Country Club on Monday. Thom Abraham Show will broadcast from there on Monday. And the plan right now, the plan is that Joe will be handling the show from the TOC tent on the Thom Abraham Show. And Tom, that would be me, speaking about me in the third person, will be out on the golf course with an open line and communicating with Joe and giving him updates from the course. All right. And we'll be out there on the course. And I'll have Captain Cool out there with me, and I'll have John Liggett, who is the assistant pro from Cherokee Ridge, have him out there. And I'll have my son Tom will be out there as well with his C6 Corvette as our golf cart, maybe, and me. So, I got a backup plan in case I can't make it, but we're that's what's going on Monday. Let's get Brandon in here. Brandon, welcome to the show. How are you?
Man, I'm good. I hope they keep that clinic open just in case somebody gets too flayed on the field.
Yeah, but It's a souffle. All right. So for those of you who weren't listening to the game last night, one of the kids from Jemison suplexed the guy. I mean, I'm just like we were watching WWE. He got him around the waist and he just went over the back and he suplexed the guy.
Was it the Auburn commit?
Ground. And it was the Auburn commit, yeah. And I said that he souffled the guy. I said it was a souffle move, and it was a suplex. So, I was getting Steve Moulton sent me a picture of what an actual souffle looks like, which is like a bundt cake or something. All right, go ahead, Brandon.
Well, that was a somewhat of a game. I turned you on last night while I was working on some reports there, and you kept saying Yaya, and it took me a minute to realize you were saying somebody's name. I thought you were making up something like Seinfeld, so I didn't know what was going on there for a minute.
No, that's Shamarian Landrum. It goes by Yaya Landrum, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll text you my picks.
Yeah, text me your picks, will you? See, that's Brandon getting in. A good job by him. All right, when we come back, you might want to hold off texting your picks just for a moment because we're going to talk to Lee Sterling from ParamountSports.com. We'll get his take, and then wide open again the rest of the show. So, Big Orange Brian, stay put, man. We'll get you in. Or call back, either way. It's the Thom Abraham Show. Football Friday in the Doghouse.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at jetsuperstore.com.
From opening night to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, don't miss a second of the NFL this season. Hi, this is Kurt Warner of Westwood One. Join our crew each week for the best in primetime NFL action. Monday night, Sunday night, and Thursday night football, plus marquee games on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, and more. Westwood One is the exclusive radio home for every primetime and postseason game. It's right here.
Right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com. One of the best-kept golf secrets in the Tennessee Valley is Cherokee Ridge. Cherokee Ridge truly offers golf at a higher level with immaculate greens set against a spectacular Appalachian backdrop. This 18-hole championship course takes every advantage of rolling hills, whispering woods, lakes, and streams. Interested in becoming a member? Their membership plans feature affordable options for couples, families, and individuals. Book your tee time today, 256-841-4551. Cherokee Ridge. Championship quality, affordable prices.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. Up 3-1. The Dodgers with a chance today to punch their ticket to the World Series for the first time since winning the Fall Classic 4 years ago. They're at the Mets for the potential clincher in Game 5 of the National League Championship Series, 4:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio. Jack Flaherty goes for LA in the potential clincher. It's lefty David Peterson for the Mets. He'll be making his first start of the postseason after 4 relief appearances, including 2 1/3 innings in Game 1. One day after an October Classic and an amazing comeback by Cleveland, Guardians and Yankees face off in Game 4 of the ALCS, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio. Gavin Williams, Luis Heel. A champion could be crowned tonight in Minnesota. Liberty claims the first title in franchise history with a win over the Lynx in Game 4 of the WNBA Finals, 8 Eastern, ESPN.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. If you're in the market for a new ride, now is the time to make your move. We've got over 700 new Fords to choose from, and with over 2,700 Google reviews, our customers have spoken, giving us a pretty impressive 4.4 out of 5 stars. Believe me, we work hard every day to earn those 5 stars. Just tell us what you need. This month only, we're offering big savings on your favorite Ford models. You can save up to $10,000 off MSRP on a 2024 F-150 Super Crew pickup. Or take $9,500 off MSRP on a 2024 Edge all-wheel drive. And if you're looking for something even bigger, take a spin in our 2024 family-size Expedition, available for $11,000 off MSRP. Deals end October 31st, and with always, it's with your good credit. Stop by Woody Anderson Ford today or visit us online at WoodyAndersonFord.com. With deals this good, you don't want to wait. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
College football.
The ball is caught. It is a touchdown.
Major League Baseball.
That ball is gone. A home run.
This is your place for complete sports coverage all year long. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you. I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on. That's my dog. Now live, here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby!
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like Dale McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Get off my
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
And welcome back. Hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show. So glad that you are with us. The segment of the show is brought to you by our Big Zone Deals. That's right. Have you checked out the new site yet for Big Zone Deals, man? We have some great deals for you right now there. But you got to hurry because, look, we've got a number of restaurants. Some of the stuff, the inventory is getting a little bit low. There's only a couple of Bad Daddy's Burger Bar certificates left. You get $50 worth of Bad Daddy's for just $25. As Bubby's Diner is getting a little bit low. Carrabba's Italian Grill is there as well. Cheeseburger Bobby's went on this week, so go there and knock that out. How about golf? You like a little golf? Cherokee Ridge is there. There's a great deal. It's $130 value for just $65. 2 players and a cart at Cherokee Ridge. And it's not like you got to go play next week. I mean, that thing is good. Then you could wait into spring and play or give it as a gift. It's the same thing with Gunter's Landing. There's a few of those left as well. $150 gift certificate for 2 players and a cart. And you can get Gunter's Landing for $75 down there. That is absolutely tremendous. What else we got? Some Metro Diner is there as well. So if you like a little Metro Diner, you might want to check that out. Just go to the site, go to the Facebook page for the radio station or to the X page for 97.7 ESPN The Zone, and you'll see the link that'll take you directly to the site, or you can just go to zonedeals.bigdealsmedia.net. That's zonedeals.bigdealsmedia.net. And you can take advantage of some of those great deals as well. All right, joining us now, a guy that does a tremendous job. Here's a great deal. He's always got a great deal. In Locktober, at Baker's Dozen. He's got all these crazy deals that he does, and he helps you win a lot of money. He's Lee Sterling with ParamountSports.com, and he joins us now on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. Lee, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. Ready to settle in for this week. Last weekend was great. I mean,
yeah.
If we get anything like that Alabama, Georgia, or the Oregon, Ohio State game from this Texas, Georgia game,
yeah,
and there's always another game. I mean, the LSU game was great last week. You agree?
Yeah. No, I would agree. Absolutely. That was a great game. I mean, college football is just so amazing. It's been tremendous, for so long. And by the way, folks, those of you that are involved in the Friday Trifecta today, all 4 games from the Friday trifecta, Lee Sterling is about to give you an opinion on. So we have all 4 games that he's going to give you, though. So we'll get to that in a moment. But let's start out with this one at Mississippi State. I don't know what I saw last week. Mississippi State hanging 31 on Georgia. That was weird. Texas A&M, let me tell you, you look at Texas A&M's schedule right now, they're going to play that Texas game at 7-0 in the league. Yep. I mean, they're going to be playing with a chance to go someplace they've never been before, which is the SEC championship game. They're a 14.5-point favorite in Stark Vegas. What do you think?
So I know Mississippi State's a little improved. They still have, I think, some real problems. I mean, they were 2 for 12 on third down conversions. They do that in this game, they're going to be in trouble. They keep getting penalized. 8, 9, and 8 penalties, and total of 220 yards in the last 3 games. You can't just keep making those kind of mistakes and not being able to convert on a consistent basis against good teams. I think Elko is making this team, the Aggies, a fundamentally sound team. And with Connor Wegman, when he's playing well, I think they're a really good team. They do lack that receiver. They don't have a guy that you really need to be afraid of. And so they're not going to be able to get a whole lot of drives where they can go 2-3 plays like in Alabama and some of these other teams. But I think the front 4 is so good. They go probably 6-7 deep there. They're going to have a bunch of guys get drafted. If they come to play, I think it spells trouble here for Mississippi State here. I like Texas A&M big here, 45-13.
This Missouri-Auburn game is fascinating. This game opened at 7, quickly came down to 4.5, and now it's all the way down to 3.5 in some places. At Missouri, Auburn only getting 3.5 in many places now. What the heck's going on with this? What are we missing here? I know Missouri got pasted by Texas A&M, but wow, I'm stunned at this line.
I am too. Are you like me? Have you looked and say am I missing an injury?
Yeah.
I'm checking Twitter. Was there $1 million bet on one side? I just don't get it. So now we do know that their best running back is not 100%. Nate Noel, but Marcus Carroll's good. I mean, what has Auburn done so far this year? They beat Alabama, A&M, and New Mexico, and they've lost every other game by 6 or more points here. Yeah. I think Missouri has something to prove. I think part of the reason the line is as low as it is they just got creamed at Texas A&M, and sometimes it happens. It was not their day, but the officiating start the game was not good. So I think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. I think the receivers, and I'm talking about guys like Luther Burden, Mookie Cooper, Theo Weiss, they are so much better than what Auburn has, and they have a quarterback. I mean, you can say whatever you want about Hugh Freeze. I think he's a good play caller. You can have the greatest play caller in the world if you have no quarterback like they do, and they turn the ball over a couple times, seems like every game on interceptions, and they fumble an average of 2 times a game. They get a couple of them back, but teams don't just all of a sudden, after turning the ball over 2.5, 3 times a game, get to the middle of the season and say, we're only going to turn it over one time a game the rest of the year. Usually it does not happen. Almost never. I like Missouri big here. I think Missouri wins this game 41-21.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn's the worst in the country in turnovers. I mean, it's just it's just terrible. All right. This is a sneaky game. I can't wait to hear your take on this one. LSU, 2.5, 3-point favorite at a sporty Arkansas team. What do you got?
Yeah. So I'm watching that game, and I went back and looked at, I think there was 8 or 9 plays that if Ole Miss converts, we're talking about, a 3rd and 1, or holds LSU on a 3rd and 8, a 4th and 8, they win the game. I mean, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Missed field goal. I mean, the list goes on and on. I just think that LSU is living on borrowed time. I know this is it's just one of those weeks. It's another elimination game for LSU, but you don't keep allowing over 200 yards rushing in conference play. They've allowed 422 in 2 games. I can't see them all of a sudden shutting someone down to 110, 120. Home field, I think, is important in the SEC. Arkansas, also fresh off of a bye. Usually when Arkansas starts having problems, they start taking injuries, have to go to their backups. They don't have a whole lot of depth. I think the wrong team's favorite. I like Arkansas 28-26.
Yeah, I'm right with you on that. So the quarterback issue for Arkansas, that's the one I'm not 100% sure if they said that Traylon Green is playing or not. But he, I'm with you. I think Arkansas, I think they got a great staff. I mean, when you look at their offensive and defensive staff, and what they've done there and what Sam Pittman's doing, I think they've got it pointed now in the right direction.
We might come back.
Yeah.
We might come back to the end of the year and say, how did they lose to Oklahoma State? They were dominating that game. Dominating.
Yeah. No doubt.
And Oklahoma State right now they're flat out garbage.
Georgia, when's the last time we got 4.5 with Georgia? I mean, I can't remember. It's got to be at least 4 or 5 years that you could get 4.5 with Georgia. They go to a Texas team. We're going to learn something about Georgia here, whether or not, maybe that win by Alabama isn't that great. It depends on how they look against Texas. What do we got?
So I'm looking right now. They were getting 3 points to start the 21 season. They have not been the last 5 years. That's the only time they've been an underdog.
Yeah. Any underdog. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in the playoffs have not been an underdog. So
they've been favored over Alabama the last 4 times they played,
right.
and they're 0 in terms of covering. Yeah.
I will say I think Texas has a little more talent, a little bit. They also have looked maybe more dominant, more consistent. But who have they played? The best teams they played, Michigan, has the 131st pass offense.
Right.
They were landlocked. And then they faced an Oklahoma team. This might be Oklahoma's maybe worst or second worst team in the last 2 decades. The rest of the teams they played have been directional schools. I know what Georgia's A game looks like. And that game was against Clemson. They dominated. I mean, they took them to the shed and won 34-3 on a neutral site. They held Clemson to 188 total yards. Since then, Clemson's piled up between 405 and 712 yards a game. I think Georgia, their backs are against the wall. They're a desperate team. They're not going to be intimidated. I mean, they already played at Alabama. Playing Texas isn't as tough as playing at Alabama at night.
Yeah.
I like Georgia straight up 30-24.
I'm not hating that pick either.
Yeah.
And
and if Carson Beck wins this game, all of a sudden, if he has a big game, we start hearing talk about him, being a top 2-3 pick in the country for the draft next year. All this Shedeur Sanders pick number 1. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I wouldn't take that kid number 1.
That's not the answer. And I want it for chaos. I want it for just pure SEC chaos. Because think about it. I mean, you've got, if Georgia were to beat Texas, right? I mean, Alabama beat Georgia. Well, Vanderbilt beat Alabama. Georgia State beat Vanderbilt, and Old Dominion beat Georgia State. I mean, Old Dominion was the best team in the SEC. I mean, if it goes that way, I mean,
you're digging pretty deep there.
I'm like, hey, facts are stubborn things. I mean, these games.
I guess you can make it
college football.
Some case for UTEP being one of the best teams if you keep going any further, right?
Yeah, well, it could be. Who knows? I don't know who beat Old Dominion, but I know that they beat Georgia State, who beat Vandy, who beat Alabama, who beat Georgia, who might beat Texas. So that's
how great would it be if we had like an Arkansas Vanderbilt SEC championship game, right?
I have the SEC sent out the tiebreakers right at the beginning of the season, the tiebreaker formula. It's 22 pages, Lee. It's 22 pages because it's all
2 or 3.
It's well, obviously, first is round robin. And so if you got Alabama, Georgia, Texas, they all got 1 loss and they beat Tennessee, if they, depending on what happens up there in that one, which we'll get to in a moment. So
let's say
you got
3 teams and only, let's say
the record against common opponents is next.
Yeah, so
and then
let's say it was A&M, Texas, and Georgia, and they all had 1 loss, and only Georgia had played Texas, and they won that game. Would they win?
No, because then it goes
they
to
didn't play A&M.
Right. So then it will go to their record against common opponents. And then if they played the same common opponents, it would go to their record against the best other teams in the league. But it might be 4. What if it's Alabama or Tennessee along with Texas A&M, Texas, and Georgia? I mean, my gosh, there could be 4 or 5 teams in this league that have only one loss, depending on how it all shakes out. Now, that one in Knoxville, I'm just going to say, my rooting interest is with the Tide. It always is going to be with the Tide. I don't understand. I don't know what I'm missing. How Alabama is favored in this football game. How this is nothing. Yep. This should be like a pick 'em or maybe even Tennessee a point or two. To me, this is good on good, bad on bad. The Tennessee offense has struggled, but they're going against a Alabama defense. It's at the bottom of the SEC and SEC games. The other way, you look at Alabama's offense has been their strength, but Tennessee's defense is their strength. So it's good on good, bad on bad. Tell me what's going to happen there. Are they throwing a goalpost in the river, or are they smoking cigars in the visiting locker room?
I thought the same thing. I thought that Tennessee should be one, maybe a pick 'em.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, part of the reason that it's lined this way is the last 2 weeks, Tennessee's offenses are all of a sudden gone south. 13 for 38, throwing the ball 10 yards or more downfield last 2 games, not getting the job done. Alabama defense, 25, 40, and 34 points a lot. I think it's tougher, probably like you think, to fix the defense all of a sudden in the middle of the year. I think you can maybe work with a quarterback to get things going again. At one time of the year, he looked great. I mean, it looked like they were going to average 48, 50 points a game. Just hasn't gone that way. So not that I think Josh Heupel's any great head coach or quarterback whisperer. Think they might get this kid headed in the right direction again. They also had some injuries at receiver, but guys have been open. Home field has to account for something. They won, 2 years ago, 52-49. Alabama staff also, they haven't gone to Rocky Top, and that's a tough place to go. And just going through the whole thing, there's something about continuity, and what Nick Saban had, they knew what hotel to stay in, how to work things out, how to get that whole game plan going from the time they left the school till kickoff. I like Tennessee, probably like you do, believe it or not, 26-24.
Yeah, I think Tennessee wins the game, so I'll be pleasantly surprised if Alabama can pull that one off. And and got to remember too, Kalen DeBoer came with, he had a different offensive coordinator. He had the guy that he had with him at Washington, and he had a different offensive line coach when he first built this staff. And then those guys disappeared, and he had to kind of make quick moves to replace people. So, this isn't, I think Kalen DeBoer's a little bit challenged with Nick Sheridan and
I think you'll see some changes.
Yeah,
few changes in the offseason.
Unless they, unless the second half they turn it on and win a playoff game, and then then we'll see. All right, how do they get this? This is all of a sudden, Kentucky doesn't look as good as we thought they would be, and Florida looks maybe they're turning a corner a little bit. Took Tennessee to overtime in Tennessee, so Kentucky's about a 1.5 point favorite against Florida. How do they get this one?
First 5 callers, I'm going to give it to them for free. All they need to do is call 800-400-9741. Give them Florida and Kentucky on me. We are rolling. Last week had that 5 for 55. Both days included with that was a 40 to 50 unit max wager. They want to hop on board. We went 8-2 combined, 4-1 each day on that promotion last week. We call it not October, Locktober. You can get 14 days of football starting tonight through the end of the month. Just $197, works out to like $14 a day. How do you get involved? ParamountSports.com, or you call here at the office, 800-400-9741.
All right, always a pleasure. ParamountSports.com is where you'll find Lee Sterling. Thanks, Lee.
Okay, see you. See you, big dog.
All right, there you go. So now you've heard Lee Sterling's picks. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to open lines again. I got a little bit more off of my Vol board that I want to serenade you with, including one of the all-time great press conference moments in college football history, to be honest with you, from a guy that was not a great college football coach, but he gave us a great college football press conference. We'll have that for you as well right here on the Thom Abraham Show.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Hey folks, Bob Baumhauer here. Are you ready to enjoy another great football season with us here at Baumhauer's Victory Grill? Our special big game headquarters menu includes fan favorites such as our gooey char-grilled chicken and chips, Victory Caesar salad with your choice of char-grilled chicken, grilled whitefish, or shrimp. And you'll definitely want to tackle our gooey char-grilled chicken sandwich with a fresh mojo marinated boneless chicken breast topped with a Blanco cheese and bacon served with curly fries. Baumhauer's Victory Grill, legendary fun and legendary food.
The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation, but did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Hey folks, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford. If you're in the market for a new ride, now is the time to make your move. We've got over 700 new Fords to choose from, and with over 2,700 Google reviews, our customers have spoken, giving us a pretty impressive 4.4 out of 5 stars. Believe me, we work hard every day to earn those 5 stars. Just tell us what you need. This month only, we're offering big savings on your favorite Ford models. You can save up to $10,000 off MSRP on a 2024 F-150 Super Crew pickup. Or take $9,500 off MSRP on a 2024 Edge all-wheel drive. And if you're looking for something even bigger, take a spin in our 2024 family-size Expedition, available for $11,000 off MSRP. Deals end October 31st, and with always, it's with your good credit. Stop by Woody Anderson Ford today or visit us online at WoodyAndersonFord.com. With deals this good, you don't want to wait. I'm Bobby White, and we hope to see you soon.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Hey, welcome back. Tom Abraham Show. This segment of the show is brought to you by Owen Home Appliance Center. You know, the holiday season is just around the corner, and at Owen Home Appliance Center right now, you can get a complete Frigidaire kitchen. You buy the fridge, the range, the microwave, you get the dishwasher free. Or maybe you need a commercial kitchen for your big family that is coming to the holiday season, so they can help you out with brands like Viking, Mealy, KitchenAid, Z-Line, Cafe. It's all there at Owen Home Appliance. And don't forget about the new Speed Queen washer and dryers as well to take care of all those new clothes that you bought for the kids for school. Owen Home Appliance Center, quality products, quality pricing, quality service. That's the name of the game there. Joe, it is. I know I don't say this to, rub it in or anything, because I know, where you are there in the slanted room with the glass window, and, you don't even know. It could be Armageddon outside and you wouldn't know with no window there. But I just walked out of the Big Dog Production Studio. It's like 5 steps, boom, the door's right there, and I'm outside. It is spectacular outside. I mean, absolutely it's about as perfect as it can be right now outside. About 68 degrees, but light wind, not a cloud in the sky.
It's not a cloud in the sky in here either.
Yeah.
I see some markings on top of a ceiling though. I mean, that's kind of my view right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it for me. Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Let me just check the temperature for you. 67 degrees. I mean, it's just fantastic. Maybe I should go hit some balls. Should I go hit some golf balls with this tournament, the golf tournament coming up on Monday? Maybe we should go hit some balls or take the boat out and do a little fishing. And I don't know what to do. All right. So Joe, back a few years ago, to describe the way his team was responding to Alabama, how Tennessee and Alabama, Derek Dooley, who is a history buff, Derek Dooley equated his team to being like the Germans in World War II, and how Alabama was like the Americans, and they were like the Germans, and they didn't know what to do. And Bama was like the Americans. He laid it out in a press conference. It was epic.
You know, right now we're like the Germans in World War II. All right, here comes the boats. It was coming. You know, the binoculars, like, oh my God, the invasion is coming. All right, that's what they did. They were in the bunkers. It's coming. They call Rommel. They can't find Rommel. What do? I'm not doing anything till I get orders. Have you gotten Rommel yet? All right. And the Americans were the exact opposite. We hit the beach and we're on the wrong spot. What do? I don't know, but these guys are firing. We better go hide over there and blow some stuff up to get up there. You know, they weren't looking for, and I mean, that's so we got to make that transition. I don't want the German people to get upset at me. I'm not attacking, but that's what happened. You know, you had one group, they weren't worried about what the plan was and the orders and all that. When the war hit, things change. You got to go. And you had another group. Now, wait a minute. They told us the invasion was way further north, where we had the empty tanks and we were hiding Patton out. We weren't ready for this. Now what do? Well, we better wait till Rommel tells us what to do. I hope I got my names right. So he doesn't even know history. Or are you like the king historian around here? Or, huh? All right. History minor at Tennessee.
That was classic. His team sucked, but that was classic. Derek Dooley. All right. Big Orange Brian is up first. Big Orange Brian, welcome to the show. How are you?
Doing well, and I want to put in picks, but if I may address the end of the world over Victoria's Secret, the other gentleman put out there, with the trans folks going down the runway and future operations, I got to say that the world will finally know what Victoria's Secret really is.
We'll know now what the secret is at Victoria's Secret. I like it. It's a good job by you. Well played.
Well, let's see. If I can run through some picks real quick with you, sir,
all right.
I'd appreciate it.
Auburn is plus 3.5 at Missouri.
Not happening. At Missouri, no, not at this time, as much as I'd like to see Auburn get them.
You want to boo me? Fine. You don't boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
So we give you Missouri there. Alabama is minus 2.5 at Tennessee.
If Nick Saban was still coach, I would have to say the Tide, but I think it's going to be a nail biter, and I think the Vols are going to win it.
Call Rommel. They can't find Rommel.
That was a classic, Derek Dooley. Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas, the other Big Orange.
I think Georgia takes them out. I think they got a chip on their shoulder at the moment. And plus, I'm pulling for Georgia from the heart because I don't want Texas, their first year in the SEC.
Yeah.
Coming into a
you think anything had to do with it, those beasts that Georgia has on their team? Just a little.
It's a little. They got some beasts over there. Yeah, that would suck a little bit if Texas were to come in and run the league, right off of the bat. I'd like a little. Plus, I want the chaos. I want all these one-loss teams and let them figure it out. That I think would be cool. LSU and Georgia's playing a soft, or Texas is playing a pretty soft schedule. Outside of this game against Georgia, they've got a fairly soft schedule, and you're going to end up with Texas A&M. They might play back to back. I mean, Texas A&M. When you look at their two schedules, they could play that Texas A&M game at the end of the season and turn around and play the next week in the SEC championship game. All right, LSU minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
No, Arkansas has some things going together and everything, and I'm thinking they send LSU back to the Bayou.
Because we're the University of damn Arkansas.
They could send them back to the Bayou. All right, Brian, that's a good job by you, man.
Y'all have a good one, sir. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you. We now know what Victoria's secret is. Well played by him. It's a good job. My cousin Vinny is up next. Vincenzo, welcome in. How are you?
I am great, John. You doing well?
I am fantastic.
All right. Hang on a second. I got no organizational skills. I got to find. Okay, there it is. Okay. I need to find my paperwork here. Okay. All right, let's get the picks in so the top of Grumpy's head won't blow off today.
We haven't even heard from Grumpy here today yet. Auburn gets 3.5 at Missouri.
Missouri.
You want to boo me? Fine. Boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
Bama is minus 2.5 at Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
That surprised me. I was hovering over the Alabama note, and okay, surprised me a little bit. Georgia is getting 4.5 at Texas.
Well, we all know that Texas fans will tell us, how did the SEC ever survive without Texas? So we got to take Texas, don't we?
Got him. And LSU is minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I'll take Arkansas, Tom.
Because we're the University of damn Arkansas.
All right, Vinny, we got you in, brother.
One more thing, Tom, real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Last night, and I don't have any dog in this fight, but last night was a perfect example why October baseball is just so great.
Yeah.
It's great. And now I have three favorite teams: the Red Sox, the Indians, and the Yankees. So I have three favorite teams.
There you go. You're like Archie now. You're a fan of everybody. But it's even bigger than just baseball. It's sports in general. I mean, it's people.
Absolutely.
Everybody's into this reality TV. There's nothing that's more reality TV than sport. You want reality TV, you need to watch and be a fan of sports. And you couldn't make that up. If that was a TV show or movie and they had that, all those circumstances. I mean, going all the way back to the top of the eighth inning when Aaron Judge, who's not having a very good postseason, has not been a great postseason player, he hits a 2-run homer to tie the game for the Yanks, and then boom, you come right back with Giancarlo Stanton, who's been a stud all of a sudden, in the playoff. Now they do it against the best closer in baseball, who gave up 2 home runs the entire season. And then you got Big Christmas coming up with the home run in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game with 2 outs. I mean, you couldn't make it up.
It's amazing. Every pitch is magnified. Every at-bat is magnified. Every throw to first base is magnified. Everything's magnified. It's great stuff. It just is, Tom.
It's tremendous.
And if you're not into it, you just need to watch it because it's good stuff. And like I say, I got no dog in this fight. So
yeah. Yeah, you are a Red Sox guy. So, all right, man. Appreciate you.
I am.
That's a good job by you. All right, we get a break. When we come back, LSU Lou will be up first when we return. And is LSU Lynch waiting for Grumpy to call, or is Grumpy waiting for LSU Lynch to call? Because those two guys tend to be connected at the hip. I don't know. We'll find out as we roll on here on the Thom Abraham Show.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show with Joe Hunk on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Check out VSiN's catalog of original podcasts, daily and weekly programming to keep you in the know when you're on the go. Only at VSIN.com. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Top 25 college football tonight. Number 2 Oregon puts their 6-0 record on the line at 1-5 Purdue. The Ducks minus 4,000, Purdue plus 1,800. The over-under 60.5. The Ducks favored by 28. Number 7 Alabama tangles with number 11 Tennessee. Both teams are 5-1-0. The Crimson Tide favored by 3. Over-under 56.5. Tennessee plus 135. Alabama minus 155. Number 1 Texas battles number 5 Georgia. The Longhorns favored by 5. Georgia plus 175. Over-under 56.5. That's the VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. I'm Chuck Sanders.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Normally, when you call a roofing company, all you hear is you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Since 1965, the folks at Fleming have been focused on what you need, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement, commercial or residential. And when it comes to storm damage, you want Fleming on your side. They know all the ins and outs of insurance claims and will guide you through the entire process. Log on FlemingHSV.com and book your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
It all comes back to money.
Visit our store right now at zonedeals.bigdealsmedia.net to take advantage of all the best deals in the Tennessee Valley. Or just go to our website, 977ESPN.com, and click on the Zone Deals logo to start saving right now.
Now, as to the price.
These deals won't last long, so get yours now. Zone Deals. You'll thank us later.
A man who could easily afford to buy a vowel.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
Hello, listeners. I want to tell you a little bit about Minuteman Press and what we have to offer our community. We specialize in paper printing and can help from designing your piece to the finished product. We print media guides for many of the athletic departments at high schools and universities around the area. We typically purchase sponsorships from these schools as well to try and help them with their fundraising. Once we have reached our new normal, we also print all types of marketing materials for you to hand out either in person, via mail, or at various trade shows and events. At Minuteman Press, we're not just putting ink on paper, we're building relationships.
Welcome back to Tom Abraham Show. Segment of the show is brought to you by North Alabama Mortgage. Whether you're in Tennessee, Alabama, or Florida, it's North Alabama Mortgage. You're thinking about home improvements? Use the equity in your home now, and then you can refi later. Or you can use the equity in your home to eliminate consumer debt forever and then refi to a lower rate in a shorter term when the rates drop, and they are dropping. It's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com for more information. And it's North Alabama. Brian Amaker and his team standing by to do a tremendous job for you. He is a great asset to our community here in North Alabama. He supports so many causes and does a tremendous job. That's Brian Hamaker and at North Alabama Mortgage. All right, let's knock out a couple of more calls, and I still have one more treat for you that I want to slip in there. It's LSU Lou up next. LSU Lou, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I am fantastic.
Oh man, I'm ready for Saturday. I'll tell you that.
Man, it's going to be unbelievable. I'm stoked for tonight. I mean, there's a little bit of good college football tonight, but I'm this Yankees Indians thing or Yankees Guardians thing is got me fired up, and then tomorrow is just going to be absolutely epic.
Tomorrow's going to create chaos.
Yeah, I
Just
hope.
like last weekend.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be something.
I did call it with the no, I missed the Florida game. Florida, they gave them a good game, but Florida still lost the Gators. But
yeah,
I was dead on about some of the other ones.
Yeah, I think you picked up. Did you pick up a point last week? I think you did. No, you picked up 3 points last week. Yeah, you actually got 3 last week. So that's a good job by you. You need to. I don't think Joe can put you back on hold. When we're done, call right back in and give Joe your address, okay? So we can send you some food. All right, because you hit that. You hit it last week. All right, so Auburn is getting 3.5 at Missouri. What do you got there?
Oh, I want to take Missouri, but I know Auburn always have talent, despite what's being displayed on the field. Auburn always has talent, but I'm going with Missouri.
You want to boo me? Fine. You don't boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
Well, you threw me for a loop there. I thought for sure you were going to Auburn. So Alabama's minus 2.5 at UT. The loser of this game is hanging by a thread, probably out of any consideration for the SEC championship game, but still a playoff team if they can run the table. Bama minus 2.5 at UT. What do you got?
Now, this is the trickiest pick of the weekend. This game.
Yeah, it is.
Despite how much I dislike the Bama fans, I have to say Bama should pull this game off because Tennessee does not look impressive. I would look at all of the games they played and didn't see anything impressive about it. It's like looking at Georgia's resume so far. And, it's nothing to be excited for. So I'm going to take Bama.
This is Alabama. I'm with you on that one. I'm not with you on it. I think Tennessee's going to win it. I hope you're right. Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
I'm going to tell you, I hope I'm wrong about the Alabama game.
I know you are.
But I think Texas is going to steamroll Georgia.
Don't mess with Texas.
That would be an interesting result. And LSU is minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I think LSU is going to win by at least a touchdown or more.
Really? Okay.
I'm glad you didn't have that Ralph Salafusa would never got past number one.
I don't know what he said.
Arkansas defense matchups to what South Carolina defense is. So that's going to be that key importance. And I heard their secondary is garbage. So, if you have a bad secondary against Nussmeier, he loves throwing down the field. So
Arkansas I think Arkansas will get theirs though too. I mean, that's a pretty stout offense with Bobby Petrino calling the plays. Depending on how healthy the quarterback is, I think that's the key there. All right, Lou.
Shock a lot of people. So I think LSU's going to win by more than a touchdown.
All right, call right back in and give Joe get LSU Lou's address and stuff so we can send him some chow. We'll send him some food. All right, man.
Sound good.
Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, take that call.
That's not me calling him, just letting you know.
How does your phone ring while you're on the phone? Isn't that weird?
Well, I mean, all you got to do is just ask you freeze. He's a master at that.
Oh, no, that's a second phone that he has. It's that other phone, the one over there that's got them other numbers.
Not saying that about Lou, just saying if you need to talk to anybody about how to do that, I hear Auburn's head coach is really good at multiple phones.
Good with phone. Ray is up next. Ray, welcome to the show. How are you?
What's up, dude?
You are.
But I was going to say, Kevin Gates.
It's Ray Dog.
About how this works.
It's a legend. It's Ray Dog. Joe, did he tell you Ray Dog? I mean,
no,
Ray
he
Dog
said Ray.
No, I did not.
Oh, he just said Ray. Oh, he's not Ray Dog anymore? He's just going to be Ray? Come on now.
Y'all.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Now you dropped out there for a second.
Tell you about the 2 phones.
Yeah.
And first of all, how is Magoo? I heard a little bit of the broadcast last night as I'm bumming around taking care of things. How's he doing?
Magoo is fantastic. He's living large, working over there at the Bob Wallace Appliance. He is doing very well, and he's doing good. I always have a good time with him. We had a great time last night late in that game especially. But Magoo he's a good friend. I'll tell you what, he's a really good friend. I've known Magoo now for 20 years, and he's good people.
And you know what Magoo and Joe Hunk have in common, right?
They both mixed the show multiple times. But what else? They both work for nothing. They both work.
Of all the people that have been a producer for Thom Abraham,
they're two of them. They both worked in the basement in Athens for no money at one particular point in time. I think they both actually interned. Maybe not. I don't know. Joe, did you ever actually intern for nothing?
Yeah. No. Started as an intern. Yeah, started as an intern, and then I started getting paid for 10 hours a week.
Both of them interned for $0 in the basement in Athens.
No, they didn't get $0. They got 2-week-old Cheez-Its out of the vending machine.
That's true. Yeah.
Probably asbestos poisoning.
There's that too. But I can tell you why the Alabama line is where it is. For those that are uneducated, it's there so that no matter the result, the casino makes money.
Why would the casino make money? I wonder where the money is going on that game. I wonder why would you think the casino makes money no matter what the result is?
Have you ever known a casino to lose money?
Well, no, they are ultimately the house wins. I mean, ultimately the house wins.
That's how I know.
It's actually, let's just see how the money is going. It's actually coming in pretty balanced. I'm surprised it's coming in pretty balanced right now. 54% of the tickets and 60% of the money is on Alabama. So that's why that line has been growing, because it's 60-40 to Alabama on the money right now. And on the tickets, the number of bets that are actually coming in, 54% is coming in on Alabama. So there you go.
There it is. Let me get in on this thing and bounce out.
All right. You got Auburn getting 3.5 at Missouri.
Not the blue and orange Tigers, but the yellow and black Tigers.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
You're going to have a cigar after the game. Bama's minus in a real cigar game, minus 2.5 at UT.
Orange.
Wow. I can assure you that the gap is closing.
Georgia gets 4.5 at Texas.
Texas. This is the year they are the team that's a cut above everybody else.
We'll see. I agree a little bit with Lee Sterling. I don't know about that schedule they played. LSU is minus 2.5 at Arkansas.
Bayou.
I'm glad you don't have that Rafa Salafusa who never got past number 1.
I still don't know what he's saying. All right, Ray Dog. Appreciate you, man. Good job by you.
Good job.
Joe, I don't know if he talked about the producers of the show. I break this out every year at tournament time now. I actually, let's see, Swede, Cletus, Easy Street, Smokey Mike, Schaefer, Crazy Charlie, Tin Cup, Grizz, Joe Hunk, KP, Joe Lopez, Kerry, Damon, Jason Marks, Arky Shea, and Seatown. 16 producers at the Thom Abraham Show in 20 years. And Joe, during the tournament, I always put them in brackets. I do like a Thom Abraham Show producer bracket. And I got to tell you, you're a 1 seed. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that.
You were a 1 seed.
I do.
And that deal, it was you, Cletus, Schaefer, and Damon Amendolara are the 4 1 seeds.
Now, is there like anything for the winner of this bracket? Like, is there anything? Okay, just okay. Cool.
No. You get to work an extra couple hours. You get to do your own show, and then you get to do my show. That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get for that deal.
And then get to do your show instead of playing in the golf tournament. I see how this is going. Yeah.
Well, you don't play golf.
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
You play?
I looked at John. Yeah, I looked at John the other day when he brought this up, and I was like, "Cool. How am I in the tournament?" He's like, "No."
Joe, I had no idea. I've known you for 20 years. I have no idea that you play golf.
Yes, I've
should have you in there instead of John.
Dude, I agree. I fully agree. I think, matter of fact, we should make an executive decision on this. I think we should.
Well, if John played a front nine and you played a back nine.
Yeah, just go ahead and
it's just
split
like
it up.
reverse. We'll just, when we make the turn, we just drop John off at the tent, and then you do the
be mid-interview with pals. I'll be like, hey, see y'all. It's my turn. I'm teeing off on 10. Sorry, John, finish this.
You're in the next one. I had no idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just got a new putter. I got new shoes.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know you were into golf.
Yes. See, I'm all about the golf tournaments, man. I even told John when you guys had a golf tournament last year, I was like, now look, if I need to take off in Nashville and come to the golf tournament, y'all have an extra spot, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do a lot of these. I do a lot of these charity deals. So you will play. I promise you'll play with me in the next one.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
Right. Sounds good. Let's get a break. When we come back, we'll end it with another all-time classic for Tennessee week. We'll do that next right here on the Thom Abraham Show.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show with Joe Hunk on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Buying that perfect home is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. So it's crucial that you have the right partner to help you through the process. Hi, I'm Stuart Evans, mortgage loan officer for Bryant Bank, and I'm here to tell you that we are that partner. We offer a variety of mortgage products to fit your unique home buying situation in a changing rate environment. That kind of hassle-free approach might not be what you'd expect from a bank, but it's exactly what you can expect from us. Give me a call today or visit me at our downtown Huntsville office and let me show you what banking beyond expectation is all about.
Bryant Bank Equal Housing Lender, NMLS ID 2428943, member FDIC.
You need a lawyer and pick up the phone. I'm attorney Gary Lackey. When you call for a lawyer, where does that phone ring? My phone rings in my office.
I'm attorney Justin Lackey. My phone rings in my office too.
So does mine. I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. And when you've been hurt and need help, we're the ones who take your call.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Owen Home Appliance Center features the biggest names in home appliances like Viking, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, GE, and Frigidaire. But they also have great brands that you may not know, like Mela, Forno, Z-Line, InvisiCook, and Beko. But no matter what, they all get delivered the day you buy, and they service everything they sell. And at the Lacey Spring Showroom, just 8 miles south of the river on 231, you'll find a totally interactive showroom where you can hear the dishwashers wash, and the freezer's free, and see the cookies get baked in the double ovens. Owen Home Appliance Center will even wash and dry a load of clothes for you so that you can see how great the products are. And they have ice machines making all kinds of ice, cubed, nugget, and top hat. How is that for variety? Owen Home Appliance Center believes in community involvement as well, sponsoring youth teams, race cars, and an annual Easter egg hunt. Quality products, quality pricing, quality service is the name of the game for Owen Home Appliance Center. Find them in Somerville and Lacey Springs and online at owenappliance.com.
Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name. Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. From heirloom diamonds to contemporary jewels, Loring & Company is the place to find something truly special. Whether shopping for a diamond ring for that once-in-a-lifetime occasion or marking a milestone birthday or personal achievement with a Rolex watch, you'll find just the thing in our edit of the world's most sought-after brands, including David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Marco Bicego, and Fopé. Expect a treasure trove of the world's most unique, even breathtaking earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, making choosing just one piece a challenge in itself. Loring & Company Jewelers on Airport Road.
Our steady diet consists of food and football, and occasionally some baseball and hoops.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Joe, did you do that on purpose, or did that just come up next?
No, I did that one on purpose, mainly
good job,
because what I really wanted to do today was just play Rocky Top the entire show and then finish with this one, but I decided to abort mission on that.
So you open with Rocky Top and close with Alabama.
By design.
2-Minute Press brought to you by Minuteman Press. Putting ink on paper is what they do at Minuteman Press, and they do a great job of it for sure at Minuteman Press. All right. It would not be Tennessee week without one of the all-time classics, the TV interview.
Man, I hate Tennessee because, first of all, it's Tennessee. And I just hate them because they low down, they dirty, they some snitches. And I hate Philip Fulmer. I hate their colors. I'm not a dog person. I just hate Tennessee, man. Like, and I hate Neyland Stadium. It looks like a garbage truck worker convention. And I hate all their quarterbacks. I hate Tennessee, man.
Describe what you feel about their colors too. I thought that was interesting.
It reminds me, and it's not that orange that you can stand. See, I hate Tennessee more than I hate Auburn. I just dislike Auburn. I hate Tennessee. See, Tennessee's colors is that throw up orange. It's not that orange that you can sit with. It's that puke inside of a pumpkin orange. And I don't like pumpkins. So I really don't like Tennessee, man. I can't stress that enough, man. And they losers. They sore losers because they're not Alabama, and I hate Tennessee, man.
There's so many great lines in there. It's just, and I don't care who you pull for. That's just funny. they snitches. I can't. It's not that orange that you can sit with. I love that. It's not that orange that you can sit with the inside of a pumpkin, and I don't like pumpkins. It looks like a garbage truck convention. Come on, Joe. Even you got to enjoy that.
I think I did probably the first time I ever heard that, but over time, I'm just like, all right, dude. Okay, I got you. Because you know how old it is, because he's wearing a T-shirt under a T-shirt, and that only was like the early 2000s when that happened.
The other giveaway, there's two other giveaways. One, he mentions Philip Fulmer, right? Fulmer hasn't been the coach now in 12 years or something. I wonder when they run Fulmer up. 15 years. I think 2009. So Fulmer hasn't been the head coach there for 2000. I hate Philip Fulmer. And then he goes to the snitches, which of course, the Albert Mean story, that's a reference to the Albert Mean story. They snitches.
Looks like a garbage truck convention.
Yeah, garbage truck convention. I mean, there's just so many good lines in there, one right after another. But in any event, we had some fun with it. Okay, so for my Tennessee friends, we had some fun with it. It's going to be a tremendous weekend. It's going to be outstanding. It's going to be epic. Got a little breakfast tomorrow morning, a little men's breakfast tomorrow morning over at the church. Go over there. Probably going to have to run out of there because I got Xfinity coming to upgrade my modem. I'm paying for 1.2 gig, and I'm only getting about 500 meg, so, they got to kind of give me a little extra juice.
They're going to get there at like 225.
No, they said between 8 and 11. They keep saying 8, so I have my phone on me. I mean, the church is right down the street. I can see me having to walk out of the church at like 8:15 and run down here to have the guy hook it up. No. I'll run the guy off. If he is anywhere near even 11 o'clock, I'll run him off because I want to watch the appetizer. I want to watch the Auburn, Missouri appetizer. I know, Joe, you'll be glued to that one, too.
Oh, it's static to watch the interceptions.
Always. Paul Feinbaum is next. Have a great weekend, everybody.